And as the waves gently flowed back and forth, and as the sails whipped in the wind, and as the blue sky turned to gray, and as the ground felt to crumble, and as the birds circled above, and as the man behind him turned away, and as the rain tapped on his shoulder, and as his heart began to sink, and as the day turned to night, the water continued to gently flow, pulling his mother away to a land unknown.
Whoa, that's amazing. Yeah, that was outstanding. Wow. Okay. So first of all, you see how and once again creates a kind of intensity and energy. Um, it creates in the case of like in Ellie's work and in Amelia's work, there was a kind of frenetic energy. In yours, it's almost like you're like painting this very intricate image, and the use of the word "and" is pulling things into the framework for the viewer. So there's a kind of intensity and energy involved in that motion. It also does give your poem, or you could call that a story, maybe a sense of motion. It feels like things are moving. The use of the word "and" seems to create a naturalistic scene, a description of a natural landscape that is in motion. And then we get that really devastating last line where the water continued gently to carry his mother farther away from shore, which is an ambiguous image because we don't know where she's going. We don't know if she's on a boat. We don't know if her body is being pulled away from shore. We don't know whether she's alive, even. So there's enough ambiguity in that statement that it kind of devastates us, I think, or at least it devastates me. There's some there's regardless of how the reader interprets that line, there's a sadness in it, and I think the sadness in that line is created from the kind of sudden grammatical shift in that poem and story, where you have all of these images and the sails. You mentioned sails, so I assume maybe she's on a boat. But you mentioned the wind, you mentioned the water, you mentioned the sails, all of these things, and then suddenly there's this kind of grammatical shift at the end where we move away from the and we get a complete clause where the water carries his mother away. That was beautiful. Yeah, that was heartbreaking. Thank you. All of these are really just outstanding. That was great, Sarah. Thanks.